Hey, hello, my peeps. Welcome to my channel. This is Peter Zay, otherwise known as PS Mr. Collector. If you haven't been to my channel before, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I am a collector of all kinds of toys, and today I'm going to be discussing Marvel. So yeah, I got the new Deadpool and Wolverine Deadpool. And so to my shock, he's actually my first Deadpool in my 1/6 scale collection. And I am so pleased with this guy. Yeah, they throw in a little bit of everything, and as a whole set, good job. Good job. So wait till I show you that. And then there was an issue that I had with one of my figures on Sideshow, and that still hasn't been resolved. But in the meantime, I went ahead and reordered the figure, and it got here immediately. And I am talking about Gilgamesh from the Eternals. Yeah, I really like the design of this box. Yeah, so really love the expression of the face. I like the fact that he's looking down. That's pretty cool. He doesn't come with much as far as accessories go. He's actually quite simple. I went ahead and put him in my display case. As you can see in the photo. Yeah, not bad. So I'm not sure if they're gonna do any more Eternals. I know that in the 6-inch scale, they had done the whole collection, I believe. And speaking of which, I also have here Kingo. Yeah, and I yeah, the packaging on this one looks a little different to me than what I had before. This from Bandai. And I'm not sure that the other ones I have are from Bandai. I have to look into that. But I haven't seen another figure of him. So I thought that I would jump on that. Right? Yeah, nice articulation, great suit, great color. Yeah, the accessories are awesome. Right? Yeah, so the Eternals. So I'm really curious to see if they're going to do anything else with this or if they're even planning on making an Eternals 2. Don't know. I'm not sure that it did that great as they were hoping for. Right? I have not been in tune with What If for a while. Then I saw this, and I was like, okay. The connection I'm still not sure of, but I couldn't resist it. I couldn't resist it because this is Howard the Duck. You're like, what? I know. You probably know because if you been seeing or watching What If, then it will make sense to you. But for me, I'm like, what the F? Yeah, really curious now. Yeah, and I'm so curious that I'm thinking that this guy needs to come out of the packaging. Yeah, what if? Yeah, there's maybe a little hint. Seems like it has something to do with Avatar, airbending. I don't know. Right? Howard the Duck. Who would have thought it? I don't have much of the Fantastic Four collection. I need to start building up on some of that, especially if Mego did them, because that could be pretty cool. This is by Hasbro, and it is Franklin Richards and Valeria Richards. Interesting. It's got like they're definitely working in the lab because, they were scientists. I like the suit. But check this out. Right? Yeah, and then this is another set that I think that the figures might look more interesting out of the box. Because that's pretty cool. Right? So that's that. Okay. Sometimes when you order online, right, you have to consider, okay, well, how much is it that I paid for it? And that's the case that this next thing I'm going to show you, that's the way I felt about it. It's like, well, how much did I pay for it? Because once I figured that out, I'm like, okay, well, it's worth that, right? Because I like the collection. I like the set, but it's really badly made, right? But you could get the essence of who they are. It's just not what we're accustomed to. And I am talking about Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Oh, yeah. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, it has just about everybody that's involved with Multiverse of the Madness. Yeah, pretty cool. Some really cool figures. Right, so if you could get not really pay attention to the lack of detail of the face sculpts, you'll be all right. All right. So I I looked at this and I was like, oh wow, what is this? What's going on? No exaggeration. This is literally the fourth or the fifth dragon that I have brought into my collection in a really short time. This movie has been out for a while. So this collection from Hasbro has probably been out for a while as well. But I just found this figure. I didn't even know that it existed. And I am excited because it also now extends that collection, which was very minimal, right? I am talking about Shang-Chi. Yeah, I've got my Hot Toys Shang-Chi figures. Love him, right? Right, Wenwu. Love, love, love. I don't remember a dragon being part of the movie, but I've got to watch the movie again. And I think that maybe I had to do... I can't even make it up. But I found this. Check this out. I know. Yeah. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing to add to my Shang-Chi collection. Yummy, yummy. Go Hasbro. All right. Guardians of the Galaxy. This, I think, is the last one for me to complete that thing. There were 4 of the set. Yeah, and I gotta say, they came out pretty quickly. And I'm talking about Mego. Right. And then I haven't unboxed her yet. But as you can see in the photos, she is pretty sweet. Yeah, really, really glad that I got her. And I'm so glad that she looks very different than the previous one. So stoked on that. And together, when I set them up, I can't wait because I know they're going to look freaking amazing. Yeah, stoked on that. So that, and I'm wondering if they're going to bring any other characters out for it, but I don't think so. I don't think so. You never know, right? And finally, the man, the pain in the butt. I am talking about Mr. Deadpool himself. Oh, yeah. Nice box. Look at that. I love that. So crazy. He's so crazy. Right? So this one came with a whole bunch of accessories. And the great thing about it, that I was able to use most of them. So that's awesome. That's awesome because, you know, a lot of times they come with so many accessories that you're like, I could only use for so many before it starts looking up like there's a lot of stuff. So this one came out with some really cool stuff. So love. So love the dog. Look at that dog. Yeah. Right? There's articulation in the dog. His paws, his head moves. Freaking love that. He's so many different ways you can pose him. Then I set up my boy how I'm going to set him up in my display case, where I created a spot for him right there. So check him out. He looks so good. I love this. Love this. Oh. Right? Look who's on top. Oh, that is so good. And then the baby. Right? The swords, the guns. Yeah. The knife. The stand. The base is awesome. Yeah, so the options of how you can pose this guy are really endless. Really, really endless. So you got the swords, you got the guns, you got the baby, right? That right there, different ways you could go. What about my man up here? And this, you could rotate any way you want. This also bends, so you could put them wherever you like. it also turns. Right, you see what I'm saying? I mean, there's just so many ways that you can play with that. You could remove the harness, right? Then there's the baby. You could carry the baby. I mean, there's just so many different ways that you could pose this guy. So I am so thrilled. And the fact that you could go ahead and put all of that compact into one, you can love that. Love that. Like I said, I've used just about every accessories that it came with. And the hand scopes that I needed are perfect. So the thing that is different is that this piece, the propeller on the top of his helmet, comes with this piece that it looks like it's spinning. Right? Yeah. I know. I'm stoked. Yeah. He looks freaking awesome. Look at that. Yeah, great articulation. The suit is got some room, so therefore, when you bend it, you don't have to worry about stretching that material. Right? Yeah. Comes with the bands. And then he has different eye expressions that you could swap out. And I believe so does the baby. So, yum. Also, one of my favorite things is that the baby comes with his utility belt, which is full of, I believe, baby bottles. And he himself is holding a baby bottle there. That's what I'm saying. The creativity is awesome. All right, my friends. On that note, take care of yourselves. I will talk to you soon. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Until later. See you, my friends.